Welcome to. Right, why are you giggling already? Welcome to Ryoko, Sound of the Dragon. We've got Dani back with us. Little wave. So you don't even know where the camera is, do you? No, yeah, that's my one. That's my camera. We're going to be talking about your life as a photographer, which we've already talked about before, but we're going to go into a bit more detail because since the last episode, you've actually done quite a few tours with, one tour with the big band, Defences. Yeah, you're looking at me really confused, but I promise you, you went. Yeah, you did. It happened. It really happened. It was reality. But I'm actually going to ask you about your first ever gig. What was that like? Who was it with?
It was like...
It could even be a local band. Like the very first gig that you shot.
my very first was Hawthorne Heights in like 2012.
2012? Oh my god, you're old.
In like a dingy bar.
I was only 14 then.
Absolutely not. Yeah, it was a West Coast bar in Margate before it, I think it's now a restaurant, and the basement's not there anymore. I don't know.
Are you sure? It sounds like you're talking about elsewhere. Or where else, whatever it's called now. Record
it's
shop?
like on the corner of the seafront, and it's like a restaurant now, but they...
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And the gig area used to be in the basement.
Is it Olbies or does Olbies still exist?
That name rings a bell, so...
Yeah, maybe.
You might know, yeah, you might know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
but
I only really know elsewhere or
Hawthorne
where else.
Nights,
yeah.
2012. And I was very, very, very drunk with just a camera.
What camera did you use? What was your...
It was some sort of Nikon, I don't remember.
Ooh.
I know. It was free.
We're judging the Nikon cameras.
It was given to me by a really good friend's mum, who was also a photographer, and she just had it. And was like, I don't need this, take it. And I was like, okay. That started my journey. What was
the space like? Was it a really small, intimate gig, or was it quite
small? Yeah,
very small.
Yeah,
as photographers, all of our gigs are teeny tiny when we first start out.
The stage was like...
I think my one was actually my first local gig. Oh, where was it? I think it might have been a pub in Whitstable, you know. It was... I can't remember which band it was. It was a local band, but I can't remember which one.
What pub in Whitstable?
What?
What pub in Whitstable?
You covered your mouth when you said that, so I was like, pardon? I can't remember. I think it's shut down now. Oh. And it was in... I started quite late. I think it was 2019.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So I was 21.
21?
Yeah, 21. So I was an adult by then.
Oh,
you were a little teenager.
To be fair, I've always had a camera in my hand since like
haven't.
School.
I haven't really.
My mum would gift me like disposable cameras with like my pocket money and stuff, and I got like a pink Nikon Coolpix compact.
A pink one, of course it's pink. Your hair's pink as well.
and then it was the Nikon that my friend's mum gave me, and then
so you just
always had a camera.
Went from there.
Yeah.
I swear, have you gone through Sonys as well? You haven't had a Sony.
I did have a Sony.
You did. So you've gone through Nikon, Sony, and now Canon.
So it was Nikon, and then I went to college to do my bits, but they kind of educated you through Canon. So at that point, I was like, I'm ready for a new camera anyway. So I converted to Canon, and then at one point in 2017, I worked at Jessop's. Got a Sony.
That's a cool job. I'd love to go there.
I know. And then I needed the money for some stuff because I ended up losing my job at Jessop's. Store closed down. And
it was a sad day when Jessop's closed down.
Genuinely.
Is it online now, or is it just completely ceased
to
to
exist?
exist?
Rochester or something like that.
Oh god, I haven't been in one in years, but it was an elite camera store.
I love working there. It was so fun, and big discounts on cameras.
I mean, you've got my camera now.
But yeah, at the time I was like, I'm more comfortable using a Canon, so I'll just sell my Sony since it's more expensive, and then I'll go back to Sony at some point, and I never did because that actually leads on well to my next question. Still on cameras, okay, but
with small and intimate gigs, I find it's really difficult to shoot in low light. Even with like a camera like mine, I've got a Canon R5 Mark II and a 1.2 lens, so it lets in a lot of light. Even then, I still struggle with those tiny little venues with barely any light. And I'm always begging to the lighting gods. I'm like, please give me some decent lighting. I think that is a big problem in live music industry, not having any decent lighting for photography.
There's not a lot of budget with these smaller venues.
Yeah, I know.
But
even big venues though, like I don't find a lot of front lighting really.
Yeah, I noticed that especially with Kill Switch the other night. Like
You didn't
the
shoot them,
first
did you? You
support-
just a guest.
No, I was just a puncher on that one. Yeah. So the first support, the whole time I was just like, the fuck is this lighting? I felt so bad for them because you couldn't see anything, and I'm like, this is OVO.
Where's the big
Where's
lights?
the good stuff?
And I just don't understand. I said it in a couple of episodes ago with Carl and Ant about lighting. There's always backlight, no front light. It's just a nightmare.
I know with some bands it's a choice because of their their vibe, but
but it just makes
you
the
can
photographer's
tell
job
when-
so much more difficult.
especially with like O2 Islington and stuff, and they always seem to just give the crappy lighting to the lower supports.
Yeah.
Especially the first one. It just kind of makes me feel bad, but I don't have too much knowledge on why that is because it's not a case.
I would like to get into a lighting technician's brain and just understand why they don't have front lighting.
It's nice when you're privately working with a band because it depending on
Show off.
depending on the area, you can when it's your band's turn. If they don't have any specific stage set up, you can go to the front of house and be like,
Yo, sort your lighting out, please.
Can I have this lighting?
I'll tell you
Most
what,
time, they say yes and they're really good.
I'll tell you what venue local that does have decent lighting now is Leo's.
Who's that?
Leo's Red Lion. They're a
Who's that?
pub in Gravesend,
I've never.
but it's a proper. It's where Metal to the Masses is.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I first that was my first gig.
There you
So
go.
when I first started shooting, I shot Metal to the Masses 2022, I think.
Oh, Slay. Okay.
Yes, Slay. I shot them, loads of different bands, and they had a lot of backlighting, but it was a lot better than smaller venues. So there was decent colours as well. And now they've
that front light.
well
That's
they've
all you need.
upgraded it now that it's a bigger rig,
Oh,
so it has more backlight, and it has some side light as well, but still no front light.
That's literally
That's all you need. All you need for
Any colour
photography.
is fine, just as long as you have that front light. Because people don't
Luckily-
like blue, but I like blue with a front light.
Blue with the front light, yeah.
Yeah.
Or blue, orange, and a white front
Purple.
light. Purple?
Yeah, purple and blue with front light. Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you.
You're going to show me right now in the middle
Not
of
right now. I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you what I mean. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, so band you have toured with,
Mhm.
Defences.
Oui.
Shout out to Defences. Tell me about that. What was that like? Starting, because I don't think we've even really talked about it. We've briefly discussed it because you've been obviously so busy with it. Like,
I think
How
I've
did
been
this-
purposely quiet about it, to be fair.
yeah, how did it come about? Was there?
Well, to be fair, I don't even know how I met Defences, to be honest. I just meet random people at random pubs.
You're very
online.
good with connections in
Yeah.
this industry.
Yeah, I've been very lucky, and to be fair, I think I probably just met Kyle, the drummer, like online
Yeah.
through memes or some shit. And then it was February, and then I went to go see Spirit Box at Ali Pally, and he noticed me in a pub and stopped me and said hello, and I was like,
Hello. Who are you?
He went, it's Kyle, and I was like, okay.
Okay, who's Carl?
And he was like, no, for Defences. And I was like, oh, it's late, okay. Invited him over to my friend's table, we hung out for a bit, and we discussed like just working together, and he was like, well, we've got a show like in a couple of weeks. I think it was...
Got to get this right.
Magnolia Park at the garage, maybe?
They're a big band too.
Maybe. They were really good. And he was like, well, we'll do that and see how we do, and if we kind of like, because again, you've got to gel with bands now.
Yeah, if you don't get on with them, there's no point.
Yeah, a lot of people tend to be like, oh, they're always picking people they know, and then I'm like, well,
But they do that for a reason.
They're not going to take people on tour or work with people that they don't know and trust. So
Yeah.
you've got to have that.
It's a big thing, big job to
You've
do.
got to have that test and that bond together, you know. And we found that we really gelled together.
Sorry, microphone, I
quite
burped
well.
again.
You're right. We gelled really well. They're just hilarious, absolutely hilarious people. Very kind, and it just kind of was like, well, we're doing this show, are you free? We're doing this show, are you free? And it
So
just kept
they're
going.
basically like, you're on tour with us now.
Yeah, so they basically were like, are you free between these dates? And I went, yeah, because that's my birthday.
Sorry,
Sorry, I'll keep that in.
that was me following you on Instagram.
But yeah, they were like, what are you doing between these dates? And I'm like, well, that's my birthday week, so I'm off.
Yeah, I do remember that happening, actually, yeah.
They're like, well, we're going on tour, do you want to come? What are your rates? And I was like, cool, these are my really low rates, because I was just
Scared.
Scared.
Yeah. I think a lot of when photographers do their first tour, they do undersell themselves quite a lot because they
I
don't.
could have made way more than
Yeah,
I
it's
charged.
very much like I don't want to piss the band off. I want to have like a good connection. Not that they would be pissed off because
No,
they're really nice people.
They wouldn't be pissed off. I think it was more that as well, that they're on a budget, I'm on a budget, and I think we've got that mutual understanding of this shit costs money. So I'm more than happy to drop a little bit depending on their budget.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not out of pocket.
Yeah.
They're
As long as you
giving
make
me
some sort of profit from it.
accommodation. They're giving me. I'm on their bus, so I don't have to.
I bet that was so cool.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. We'll get onto that.
but yeah, so I didn't need to fork out of pocket for accommodation and travel. So that's why I was like, I'm kind of willing to drop it a little bit to help them.
Yeah.
And this is my first experience, so anything can happen, which it did. And then I thought, do you know what? I'm going to reach out to Red Hook, who's the headliner of the tour.
Another fantastic band. Are they Australian?
Australian, yeah.
So did they come over here?
Yeah, they've been coming over here quite a lot. I think it's their 4th year, maybe. Every single time they've been sick though. So it's
what, like yet or?
Yeah, they've been sick. But anyway, so I messaged them being like, "Yo, I'm defences photographer. I'm coming on tour with you guys. Do you have anyone booked already?" Because I thought if it saves you some time looking, I mean, we could organise something and I can do the whole shebang for the whole tour. And they were like, "No, actually, we haven't actually booked anyone yet. So what are your rates?" And then I did mine way higher for them.
You're like, go on,
They
get a
have
little
more of
bit
a
used to it, and you're like, well, you've got a big budget because you've come over from Australia. That is smart. That is a good businesswoman.
Yeah. So then I got obviously the 2 quotes from both bands, and I made quite a bit of money out of it. I could have made way more money, but
I won't ask you how much you made.
because there's another thing as well.
But
so.
I think once you get there with being a tour photographer, it is a fantastic job to have. It would be a dream, wouldn't it?
Honestly,
I think it's all of our dreams, the ones that work at Ryoko.
Yeah, there's no feeling like it. I think it's just more. Well, for me anyway, it was just nice having that little community and having people around you. And I love travelling and I love meeting new people. Shockingly, I'm actually quite shy.
Yeah, you are very shy.
I'm really shy, but I love meeting new people and I make so many new friends and connections out of it. And it's just that kind of time is very valuable for a photographer in terms of networking. So yeah, it was a good tour.
Do you want to talk about things that went wrong? Because that is my next subject. When things go wrong on tour, online or in press. There's a bug in my face. Oh no, it's not a bug. It's a little bit of dust. Anyway.
So what's the question?
When things go wrong on tour, online or in press. Not really. It's more of a statement than a question.
I mean,
what went wrong? Like, did you struggle with lighting on the tour? Did you struggle with like bonding with other people, maybe, or why are you laughing?
Well, to be fair, I think it was just more mechanically a lot of things went wrong. Like, for instance, I was told that there would be kind of like electric and plugs and stuff in the van. So I didn't bring my portable laptop plug-in
to charge all
I
your...
didn't bring it because I didn't have enough space as it was. So they were like, "We've got one." And I was like, "Sick, I'll use yours." It didn't work.
Oh shit.
It didn't work. Worked on their
So no one's
phones and
fault
stuff.
really, it's just
No,
yeah.
No, it's just one of those things. And our drives back to our accommodation were like 3 hours after every show. So my laptop wouldn't last that long in terms of editing on the way home. Which I would
And
usually
bands do want photos straight away.
Yeah. Usually like a couple that night to do a thank you post or delivery by 9 a.m. the next day, which Red Hook wanted. Yeah. So unfortunately I wasn't able to, well, I was able to deliver that, but I had no sleep at all.
Yeah.
So by the time I got back to the accommodation, like, I had to then back up and then start editing at like 3 a.m. And then I was up early the next day.
Yeah,
for
the
next place.
Yeah. Did you sleep on the bus at all? When you...
Once.
Yeah.
Once.
God. But it is like that for full-time tour photographers. They really struggle.
It's alright if I had
with
electric in the van. I would have been able to back up and edit at least half of the stuff on my way back, finish it, and go to bed. But because I didn't have that available. It was fault. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't their fault. Like, in hindsight, I just should have brought my own plug.
Yeah.
I think it didn't work because, no offense, my laptop is a big boy.
Yeah.
I think it probably wasn't powerful enough to run it. And yeah, so immediately I was already backed up every day, having to do double the work.
I don't want to know about your bowels.
But it was chaotic, and then they wanted the photos, and it was stressful.
It is a very stressful job. It's
Yeah.
something that you really have to be mentally prepared
And I
for.
was exhausted, and I didn't eat that much, and it was just obviously I had external things going on.
Yeah.
As
So
well.
if you do plan on being a tour photographer, anyone, be prepared for this kind of thing.
Bring your own.
Yeah, bring your own batteries and things like that.
Yeah. So that's on me. But it's just one of those things. I can't really give you an option of how I got around that. I just kind of didn't
Dealt with
sleep.
it. Yeah,
dealt with
just didn't sleep and dealt with it. You
Had a
soldiered on.
breakdown mid-tour. It was
Yeah.
great.
Jesus Christ.
At one point, I had something happen with my laptop, and it was like somehow the Wi-Fi driver got uninstalled off my laptop, so I couldn't connect to the internet or whatever. And then eventually, Adam, the sound tech, who is part of that band, As December Falls, I think.
Yes.
I always get them and As Everything Unfolds.
Don't ask me.
All the time. This defensive sound tech basically saved me, and he was like, "How the hell have you managed this?" And I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. I just
So he
winged
had
it.
to like reinstall everything, and then like I was backed up for like 2 hours, and it was just like it was so annoying.
Would you say that being on tour with a band is harder than being at a massive festival all day? You have to really think about your answer.
Is that in terms of like working for the festival or with press? Or?
Stress. So how stressed are you with a band on tour compared to festival working? Because I did Made of Stone in 2023. If I
Oh,
want
do
to
you
say.
mean doing like all the bands? Kind of
Yeah,
press
so you're
stuff?
constantly running around shooting every band.
I think that's more stressful.
The festival.
Because you're running around, and again, like I can't do a lot of what I used to be able to do, and I can't run around a field anymore.
Yeah.
So I would find that more stressful, and you'd still have to run back to the media tent, edit, send that over,
send it out straight away.
The rest of them.
Luckily,
you have to go as a team.
Luckily for Made of Stone, it wasn't like that in that year. They were quite happy for me to go home, edit, and give them the photos. Sorry, I keep burping.
Lucky, yeah. Oh, you're working privately with them then?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
that
So,
makes sense.
well, the first year I did it with the magazine, and then the next year I
They're
did
a
it
small
privately.
festival, aren't they?
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
but they've done really well though. They are quite
Mm.
big now, I'd
Yeah.
say. But yeah, festivals like Download and Bloodstock, I would have to get used to that. So I think I'd find that really difficult.
It's fucking hard.
Running back and editing and then going straight back out again, like I would be stressed.
You've got to be quick, man.
And
I can't do that.
I don't have a laptop. I have a desktop computer at home, an Apple Mac.
This is it.
So it's like I can't edit here, and I'd find big screens a lot easier to edit because I can notice mistakes.
Me too. I don't like working on a laptop.
I
But
don't.
have to.
I personally wouldn't work on a laptop because I just can't. They run too slow.
They do. Yeah.
The battery burns out, and the colours aren't as accurate as I'd like them to be
No.
on my computer. And I can see everything on the big screen.
Mm.
I'm like, oh, if there's a microphone in the way, take that out. Colours accurate and perfect.
Mm.
So I find it a lot easier just going home and editing. So I think I'd really struggle at Bloodstock.
And on tour.
Yeah, and on tour, yeah, I would.
A lot of people are favouring iPad editing at the moment. So I'm
Yeah,
not,
that could be a lot. It's a big screen,
the
isn't it?
Apple
So it's
iPads
not
are getting like
mm,
really cool.
basically
at the
in
moment.
a laptop, isn't
And
it?
now Photoshop and Lightroom have started like adapting all the features that a desktop would have, like finally. So it's definitely something I'm going to probably think about in the future in terms of like if anything happens to my laptop, I'll use an iPad or something. Like what happened on tour, I could have done with a backup.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I didn't have a backup.
yeah. You
Another
should always have a backup for
Tip
everything.
advice, always have a backup. Yeah, that's really the only kind of technical thing that went wrong that I didn't really have much control over.
Yeah. Next thing, if someone was to ask you, like a new photographer, just to ask you how to get into the industry, what would you say to them?
Run.
Run away! Run away! Get away from it as fast as you
Are
can.
you sure?
Are you
It's usually
sure?
what I ask.
It's very painful. Are you sure you want to do it?
Don't do it. But no. I think it's a little bit. I think it's hard to give advice because I didn't start where someone would typically kind of start. I'm very lucky in terms of I didn't need a publication backing me to be able to get photo passes.
You do now?
I had, yeah. But I had like contacts, and I got guest lists most of the time. So I was really fortunate that I didn't need that to back me up and get the portfolio that I needed to be where I am now, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
But I would just say to someone, go to probably like local small shows.
Yeah, that's what I
Shoot
did.
there if you can, and then sign up to a publication if you've got a portfolio built up. And then that's typically where people just tend to get their portfolio and their name out there. So I would suggest that.
Yeah.
And again, I don't think a photographer is anyone without their community, and I think you need that community that comes with a publication, if that makes sense. Doing it on your own is fucking hard.
Yeah,
like
it
I was
is.
on my own in the beginning.
Yeah.
I have no idea what to do. Photographers gatekeep.
Yeah, they do keep a lot of information,
And
which
I'm very
is really out of
grateful
order.
to the small amount of photographers, including yourself, that like kind of gave me that step ladder.
I mean, you're bigger than me now in terms of photography.
I wouldn't say that.
No, I think I would, to be honest. I mean, I've kind of taken a step back from live photography anyway.
Don't blame you.
Well, it's not because of those reasons. I think I just find it a lot easier managing Ryoko
Yeah.
and just sending people out and be like, right, let's go do this gig. You do that gig. Your dreams come
that's
true.
rewarding.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Like,
I like doing that work because it's rewarding, especially in terms
Yeah.
of like,
and I love the excitement that one of our team members.
especially
Yeah.
Holly. She's so
Holly
eager
gets
to get
so
to it.
excited
Yeah.
when she gets. What did she get the other day? Was it buried
tomorrow.
tomorrow? Yeah.
I was like, give me 5 minutes, let me talk to
yeah.
Ed. Everyone say thank you, Ed.
Thank you, Ed. But
Yeah.
yeah, our photographers just get so excited about it, and that gives me a better feeling than
Yeah.
actually shooting it for some reason. I don't know why.
See, this is my point. It's like having those contacts is so important, and the biggest piece of advice I'd probably give is when you're at shows, don't hide in a corner. Don't stick your head in your phone.
Yeah.
Like use that time to network. Like
Yeah,
shake
go out
hands,
and talk,
talk to
even if you
people.
forget who they are a couple of weeks later.
Who was that?
Carl,
Carl.
the drummer.
Yeah, but I never met him. It's online. It's different. but yeah, like just talk to everyone online at shows. Like you'll never know who you bump into, and that is going to be where you're going to get that step ladder.
Especially festivals as well.
100%. And
You could just walk into Courtney from Spirit Box.
Sorry?
You could just walk into Courtney from Spirit Box randomly.
yeah, especially if you're like if you're lucky enough to get access to a media tent without press, definitely use that time to network. As a good example, it's not a good example really, but I remember sharing a bowl of cheesy chips with some guy in the media tent at Bloodstock last year.
Yeah.
Really great guy. His name's Cam Dunn. He works for Marshall. And
Camden.
Cam Dunn.
Did you get my joke?
No.
Camden.
That was terrible. And he had a friend with him who I also shared my chips with, just random stranger. And then I basically struggled to get another job around December time, and then Cam was like, give me 5 minutes. And then he gave me basically early access to that social media job for Marshall.
Yeah.
If you remember that.
Yeah.
He was like, it's not live yet. Apply now and I'll tell what's his face that you're applying. And I'm like, who's that? And he's like, the guy I was with at Bloodstock last year. We shared like a bowl of chips with him, and I was like, oh. He's
That
like
was him.
a hiring manager for Marshall.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't get the job, which is fine.
Yeah.
Absolutely valid. It's a terrible way
The pain of losing the job.
But yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like you don't know who you're going to bump into and share a bowl of cheese chips with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You always have to take opportunities to meet new people, basically.
Yeah.
Can't hide in a corner.
Yeah, same with Kirsten as well. Like I didn't realise that.
We love Kirsten.
Love you, Kirsten. Yeah, I didn't realise when I met her she was the Kirsten. So I didn't clock that until like 6 months later, and then I was like, oh thank fuck, because like now we've got like a good.
She's actually got on us quite a lot of gigs and
I
youth
think so.
festival access as well.
Yeah, she's been an absolute fucking star. I love her so much. But yeah, I didn't realise that was the same Kirsten until 6 months later, and I was like, okay, good. It's good to have her in the pocket anyway. She's really important in the industry. Try and keep those relationships going.
Yeah, I think with Ryoko as well, creating Ryoko, obviously you're the co-owner. Your connections to other people, you networking has helped us just absolutely push it forward. Like I think the first gig we got was actually Trivium. I'm pretty sure.
2025, yeah.
Yeah.
Got it in Trivium. I managed to get Holly her pass for Glasgow as well.
Was it Holly? I thought it was Beth.
Beth?
It was
Sorry,
Beth.
it was
Beth.
Sorry, it was one of them. It was one of his.
Yeah, but like that, for a brand new publication,
myself.
that is huge.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what anyone says, it's massive.
I'm very proud of that one.
But yeah, your connections and networking has really helped push it out there, and I'm hoping I'm hoping we get even further next year.
We will. We will.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
get
the podcast helps too.
there. Podcast.
where are we? What's going on? Next thing I want to talk about, your favourite thing, photography ethics.
Is that my favourite thing?
Yes, consent, editing, ownership, compensation, and
Ah.
crediting,
Mhm.
which you have lovely opinions on, and I love it.
Opinion. It's like get fair compensation for your hard
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
Get credited.
Well, saying that though, Ruben, who's a
Well,
photographer,
Ruben,
a photographer on our team, the problem is he didn't do anything about it when a band did post his work without crediting him.
It's hard when you're just beginning because you see that and you think, they've
Wow,
got
that's
my work on
amazing.
their page,
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
incredible.
Like, I understand where it's coming from, but it's just one of those things. It didn't even credit him either, and it was an awful screenshot of his work. So
Yeah.
it was blurry, and it was just, it was not
It
a
doesn't-
good representation
doesn't make him
of what he
look good.
creates. No, so it's just, it's one of those things. It's like part of me would be like, I don't want credit for that because they've screenshotted that. It looks awful.
Yeah, they ruined my photo.
But yeah, like I don't think he realised that you could get compensation for the photos that they use, even if you shot it through press. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I helped him out a little bit with that and shared some of my contracts and stuff and sent that over and then
Contracts or contacts?
contracts. I sent them over and he took inspiration from that and he's made some money from that now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So
I think your point earlier about a publication helping you a lot, I think he's had a lot of help from us.
it's a good example.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
help him,
100%.
because if he was doing it on his own, he wouldn't necessarily understand what's the correct word? He wouldn't understand the it's coming to me. It'll get there eventually.
Mhm.
Do you know what I'm saying though?
No.
Do you not know what I'm saying? That he would. I don't want to say struggle, but he would struggle on his own because he wouldn't.
Without the knowledge, no.
Yeah, without the knowledge, he wouldn't get where he is now. If that makes sense. I think Ryoko.
To be very careful with what I say. I think it's more that he's very stubborn.
Yeah, Ruben, you're stubborn.
Love you, mate, but it's just one of those things where we've had to be like, open your eyes, you can make money
Yeah.
from this,
Yeah.
and people take advantage, and
Yeah.
I don't think he understands that people do. And
Yeah.
that was his lesson, was that bands will just take shit from you
Yeah.
sometimes, and it's not
And
okay.
It is wrong because not a lot of bands. It's only a few.
Very
that-
small few.
Yeah, very small
like
few
me.
that do take photographers' work and don't credit them. But it's so important to be credited. I've even seen it happen with local bands, and I'm like, you're not big, so I can see you doing that.
Like sharing like a post off your page is completely fair and okay, but to screenshot someone's work and then try and use it as a poster for you to make money, that's not okay.
I've seen a
That's
band,
stealing, man.
a local band, take a photographer's work, print it out, and then not give credit or payment. So they just took the photos, printed them out, and were handing them out as freebies to fans. I was like, yeah,
The cheek!
just
That's
handing them out
illegal.
as freebies. And I was like, I understand that you want your fans to feel involved in your band, whatever. But
Yeah,
like,
and I understand that
Come
again,
on.
not everyone has the budget, but again, it's having that.
but not even crediting.
Yeah,
It's not saying, oh, this is the photographer that did this work. Here you go. Here's a freebie, but that's the
it takes
photographer that
nothing
made
to
it.
ask. Like,
Yeah.
the worst
Didn't
they
even
can
ask.
say is no, or yeah, but there'll be a charge. It's like someone
Exactly.
like Ruben would have said yeah if you just asked.
Local bands as well won't charge much at all. What, like £5 a photo?
Yeah.
Not even that. It's just such a small amount that bands can afford out of their own pocket. Like, they have jobs. it's not like a massive amount where photographers are charging £100 for
And they're really
photo.
not. And
No.
they're really not.
not even
because
big bands.
People are charging stupidly low amounts, which I think is also a bit stupid.
I do wonder what Will charges actually for his work. Where are you looking?
Don't know. You pointed.
No, not Craig. I'm not pointing at Craig. I'm pointing at the camera, talking to Will.
Oh, Will.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
Will.
I was like, who's named Will?
Will, you know, the photographer that's just joined our team, the incredible photographer
Yeah.
that
Will.
makes all those incredible edits.
Very happy about that.
Talking about editing, not really editing. AI,
Okay.
threat or tool?
I don't think it's a threat to photographers anyway. I think it's there to help us, and I think
It can help with removing things
yes,
from a photo.
and I don't want to say it's kind of like. I don't think it would make people lazy, but sometimes I'm like, I'll see that I've missed someone's feet or something is
Mhm.
sticking out at the end, and it's like, oh fuck,
Microphone, like not in front of their face, but like
Yeah.
kind of.
I can extend an image to make it look like both feet were in the picture. Do you know what I mean?
Like
or
if-
cutting off someone's head, I can add that back in. That's the support.
Talking about the wide angle stuff, if you don't have time to switch your lens, you can just use the AI
Yeah.
to expand
Yeah,
it
I've
right
done it
out.
before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
expand it right out. I've done it before at festivals.
It's really good. That's the only thing I use it for, and obviously kind of removing microphones that should not be there.
Yeah, photography wise, I'd say it's a really helpful tool.
Yeah, 100%.
Unless you're like somehow generating an amazing photo that's not real, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you get like loads of attention from it. And people are like, oh, what an amazing photographer, and it's not a real photo. Then it's a problem.
The only way I would see it as a threat is to videographers or graphic designers and music artists. Like, as we've been told in the group chat, like there's a couple of AI bands out there that are making a bunch of money off of audio absences stuff.
Yeah,
kind of
they've
just
taken
their samples.
taken samples of their music and created. Yeah.
And it's just that's not okay. I think they're a threat to other people, but I don't think they'll ever be a threat to us.
No, because I think photography is very unique as well. Because every photographer that I know has a different style.
Yeah.
Me and you have a different style. Will has an incredible style that everyone loves, but no one can replicate. Like, it's so hard to. I don't even think we copy each other necessarily in photography.
We just take inspiration.
Yeah, we take, because like Will's edits are incredible, but then there's a lot of photographers that do copy him.
Yeah.
But it still never looks the same. Everyone's got their own spin on it.
That's I think it's going to sound really awful. That is the trend at the moment is that kind of those edits and the blended images. They're the trend at the moment, and it's kind of like I'm seeing it everywhere now. But it's how you execute that, if it actually looks good. And Will's is a good example.
Yeah, Will's a really good example.
But yeah, it is hard to replicate.
Right. If you weren't in live music photography, alternative career paths you might have taken. So if you didn't do photography at all, where would you be? Do you think you still work in the music industry?
Is this photography in general or just music?
No, taking out photography completely. So you are technically, I'm going to call you a tour photographer because you have been on tour. So we'll say you're a tour photographer. If you couldn't do that, what would you do? Would you still be a photographer in another genre, or would you work in the music industry as like something I can't say her name properly.
Kirsten?
Yes, something like her job.
Yes. Well, that's a bit of a backstory. So
We love a backstory.
I actually wanted to be a forensic photographer.
That's very out there.
Yeah, that was like my first aspiration.
Yeah.
I went to like loads of open days and courses, and it's actually a really difficult thing to get into. And now it's not really a thing. Like they have third-party companies, they do crime scene.
It's that damn AI taking over.
But most like officers, investigators, people that are on the scene, kind of they'll have their own camera, or they'll have their own like phone separate to take photos of the scene, unless a third-party company gets brought in, which they're the hardest part of the job. So I never ended up actually bagging a career out of that.
So that's what you would have done if you.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I think music just fell into my hands basically. It was just one drunken night at a bar.
One drunken night.
Do you know what I mean? And then my partner at the time, who lived down the road.
Yep.
He was in a band called South Coast Saints, and I used to be their photographer for a bit.
Oh.
It was a bit of a weird dynamic. Bassist.
You love a bassist, don't you? Funny enough, I actually didn't. When I was little, I didn't even want to be a photographer. I actually wanted to dig up dinosaur bones.
I think we all had that when we were younger, though.
I don't know why. It's just like had a weird obsession with. Yeah, we've had a. Or is it paleontologist? I'm not even sure. It's one of those two. But I wanted to dig up dinosaur bones when I was young. Yeah. Oh, I say young. I was still a teenager when I wanted to do it, but I couldn't get the right grades for it.
I was going to say, would you have to do like biology for that, or
biology? Yeah, and history, and just like a mix of subjects, and then obviously you go into uni and you do a specific thing to then get. I think it's a PhD. I'm not even sure. But that's what I wanted to do rather than be a photographer. But I think
Well, how did
photography
you
is...
kind of like fall into that then?
What, photography?
Yeah.
2019,
Did we
my...
ever go to college together? I don't think we did.
No, I didn't meet you until years later.
I think me and my brother who was at
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
college. So I thought,
I did
don't know.
journalism and media.
I think we did the same course basically, but not at the
Yeah,
same time.
not at the same time. I was in your younger brothers, because I am younger than you. Younger brothers course, so I was on that course with him. And, oh my god, my phone is recording me. It's literally just said my entire answer there. What the hell? Sorry, I'm going to cut this bit out.
Yeah, I still find that dynamic weird that you know my brother, and it's like,
Stop recording.
I'll stop talking.
Sorry. Anyway, as I was saying. No, not as I was saying, because now it's just flung me miles up here. God's sake. We were on such a lovely flow then. My phone messed it up. Stop recording me. Okay. So 2019, it was my ex's band that I was actually recording here in Whitstable in the before lovely Craig took it over. It was, don't you dare say the name.
I don't even know how to say that. I feel really bad. I'm like,
yeah. So I started off with that band, and we were here, and I was just doing like videos on my phone. So I started off doing that, their practice videos, and then pandemic hit, so I couldn't really do anything. And then I think I joined university 2021, so I went and did a whole photography degree, and then in between that, I went straight into Melton to the Masses 2022, and then got a few gigs with the Hara. Love the Hara.
yeah, you did.
I think I've shot for them like 5 different times now, the Hara. And then year after that, did a couple of festivals. Spirit Box I've shot, Baby Metal. What else have I shot?
Who did you shoot those two for? Was it the Hive?
I think that was private work, Baby Metal. Through...
You got paid?
Yeah.
No, it's like...
You sound so shocked! Through...
Well, no, you act like you haven't done anything like that. And I'm like,
well, I have.
well,
You've
that's
done,
pretty big.
but
What the fuck?
you've done more than me, is what I'm saying. You've done more gigs
That's
and more
quality,
festivals.
quantity, my love, though.
Yeah, but
Baby Metal.
But yeah, I know. And Spirit Box.
There you go.
Baby Metal and Spirit Box for the Roundhouse. So the Roundhouse hired me to do
I
that.
was there at that gig.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This was
such
way
a good
before
night.
Ryoko started.
Oh my
We only
God.
started last year.
Me and Aaron went to go see that gig.
So yeah, that's how I started off, and then just got here now, and now running Ryoko, which I actually prefer to shooting, but maybe I'll get it. Well, actually, there might be the horror gig, and as December falls,
You can't make that one.
I thought I could.
Not that one, I don't think.
Anyway, we'll cut that out. I'm the one messing this episode up now. Oh, if you could work with any band, who would it be and why? Any band you can think of.
Oh.
Hard question.
Yeah,
I
I'm trying
would-
to think of bands that I love, but also there's bands that I love that I wouldn't work with, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I would love to work permanently with Spirit Box.
Oh, Spirit Box would be lovely. I don't like. You guys were talking about architects earlier, and you were talking about the stage setup being like big, backlit, backlit LED
LEDs.
things.
That's
I hate
that is a nightmare, for
Nightmare.
shooting, because you
I
can't
don't
see
know.
the artist at all.
Can't see shit.
Black silhouette, isn't it?
But I do love the layered tiers for all the band members, because it just means everyone can see everything.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I struggle with most, especially like I said at Kill Switch. There's no screens. Most of my view is the back of someone's head.
Yeah.
So.
And you are tiny, so it's kind of hard for you to see anything.
Yeah, but like, the closer you get, it's still harder.
Yeah.
But I don't think there is a band that would be like, yeah, I'd shoot them.
Mm.
I don't.
I
know
would
why
say
it
Spirit
is.
Box, but
Yeah, Spirit Box would be fun.
maybe we'll both go Spirit Box.
I think maybe a band that's got like really good stage production, maybe like Bring Me as well.
Sleep Token's got really good stage production.
I think I'd get bored. I'm not gonna.
I thought you loved Sleep Token.
I do. But Sleep Token's one of those things. I love their music. I get what they're doing, but I'm not a massive fan of the gimmick, which is the right thing. But
Yeah.
I think I would get bored if I was on those tours all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think probably a band that's got high stage presence and energy. Like the darkness would be great.
Yeah.
Probably Royal Republic. They got like big lights, good lighting, good stage setup, and there's always someone doing something crazy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like photos that give me movement, and the thing is, you can
A lot
take
of
great
kicks.
photos, yeah, but you can't make something outstanding if it's just a dude on the stage.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
There's not much else you can do with that, and then I have to do more in post production to make it look interesting, and it's like it's more work if they're just boring people standing on the stage. No offense, Sleep Token.
Standing like
It's true.
lemons.
They're nothing.
That's why I said earlier I prefer
stage setup.
I prefer music and energy rather than masks and like a massive production behind you, because I'm looking at the artist, not the production.
Yeah, and for Sleep Token, I get it. Like when they were headlining Download, I know from previous experience, like no offense, they're nothing without their lights and the lasers and the everything that they put into their shows. They're nothing without. So how are they going to do that at Download? And it was incredible what they brought out with their stage production, but you couldn't see anything. It's like what?
That's 'cause you're
where
short.
are they? No, but even on stage, there's so much going on. I'm like, where are they?
Yeah.
Without the screens, I can't see where they are anyway.
Yeah.
Like one of them's like top right in a cave bit up there, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I would love to know who actually puts their stage production together.
I can answer that later.
Later, not
I
right
have
now.
them on Instagram, but I can't look for that right now.
Okay, so we're going to go into the silly segment now.
Silly
segment. Would you rather questions?
Oh, God.
I like this one. If your camera could sing, what genre would it sing and why? We've got the same camera, Canon.
My camera.
Yeah, your Canon. What is it? R6. I should know. It's my camera. R6.
A genre, did you say?
Yeah, a genre of music. What would it sing to you?
Oh God.
I think mine would sing. Oh, Wind Waker, Spirit Box.
Oh.
They're being really loud. Can you hear them? Okay. Yeah, Spirit Box. Who else did I say? Wind Waker. I mean, maybe a bit of Billie Eilish as well. Billie Eilish mix in there.
Okay, so not one specific genre then.
No, you go whatever you want.
Okay, I was going to say because I'm quite polyamorous and I listen to absolutely everything.
Yeah.
So I'd probably just
Bit
say
of opera in there.
whatever I wake up and in the mood for.
Yeah.
It's going to be like.
Bit of ABBA.
Yeah. Got a bit of Beyonce today. Absolutely.
Your camera opens the lens up and it's like, ah! That was the end of the episode with Dani. Great to have her back, my little co-owner. Next episode, we'll be bringing back Rosie. And I think, you're coming back for a few more episodes as well.
I am.
Yeah, you are. We'll reveal more about that when the episode starts. Bye.
See ya.